To Taz Talk, ladies and gentlemen, today is October the 4th, 2021, and ladies and gentlemen, we are finally done with the 2 days of the draft. Well, technically, it's not over yet until Raw Talk, because on SmackDown, Talking Smack, we got some new guys that got added to their brands. So I'm going to tell you guys who got drafted on night 1. From the on SmackDown and on Talking Smack, we got. And make sure you guys can't see it. So we got on SmackDown, we got Roman Reigns, Charlotte Flair, Drew McIntyre, New Day, Happy Corbin and Miz, Hit Row, Naomi, Jeff Hardy, and this is from the Talking Smack, Drew Gulak, Maze, Mansoor and Ali, Tony Storm, and Aaliyah. They broke up T-Bar and Maze. Does anyone really care? I know I don't. I'm hoping that they actually get a better opportunity as their singles wrestlers. Then we have on Raw, we got Big E, Bianca Belair, RK Bro, Edge, Ripley and Nikki, Keith Lee, Ray and Dominic, Austin Theory, and here comes the Talking Smack here, Nia Jax, John Morrison, Reggie, R-Truth, Drake Maverick, T-Bar, Tozawa, Otis and Chad Gable, Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz, Doudrop, and Zelina Vega. And then, ladies and gentlemen, night 2s. Well, they started with Raw this time, so we're going to do Raw here. This is night 2s from Monday Night Raw. We got Becky Lynch, Bobby Lashley, Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, AJ Styles and Omos, Kevin Owens, Street Profits, Finn Balor, Karen Cross, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, and some guy named Gable Stevenson. He's a gold medalist in the Olympics. You guys might hate me because I get this guy's name wrong. Then we got SmackDown. We got the Usos, Sasha Banks, Shinsuke and Rick Boogs, Sheamus, Shayna Baszler, and I just touched something I'm not supposed to touch. Shayna Baszler, Isaiah Lee, Viking Raiders, now they're on SmackDown, Ricochet, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. There's a lot of people that have never been on SmackDown before. Cesaro, Ridge Holland, and Sami Zayn. And on my next video, ladies and gentlemen, on my next video, I will tell you guys on who got drafted on Raw Talk, because we did heard they did say they did announce, the announcers announced it. My phone is going off, but the announcer announced it and says on Raw Talk there's going to be more draft picks. They have couple of guys on Raw and a couple of people on SmackDown, men and women, has to be still drafted on both shows. But ladies and gentlemen, everything will get official. I think it's because on October 22nd, after Crown Jewel on a Thursday, so on Friday, on October 22nd, after Crown Jewel, because that's on October 21st, this is what I'm guessing, is that because there's some rivalries. There's some rivalries that has Raw versus SmackDown. People that got drafted to Raw, people got drafted to SmackDown, and they want to, I guess they want to build up the matches so they could go wherever they want until October 22nd. And then they could have the match happen at Crown Jewel. So I guess they're trying to end it with a perfect way to do it, a nice way to do it, because they don't want to just end the rivalry, because maybe some people like this rivalry, or they could scrap one of the rivalries and don't care about it, like Carmella and then Morgan. Nobody really cares about that one, right? I know I don't, so who cares about that one? They're not going to put that on Crown Jewel. But speaking of Crown Jewel, we got 3 new matches that got made to Crown Jewel. I'm hoping I can remember them. RK Bro will be defending the Raw Tag Team titles against AJ Styles and Omos. None of them got drafted to SmackDown, so anyone could win this match. Anyone could win the tag titles. And then we got Big E versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. I have a bad feeling, not a bad feeling, big feeling that Big E's going to win and retain. And ladies and gentlemen, a match that nobody really cares because we've seen it on SummerSlam and nobody cared on SummerSlam. We got Bobby Lashley versus Goldberg, but they tried to hype it up more and make it more interesting by putting a stipulation. No holds barred match. Does anyone really care about that? Does anyone really care about that? Now let's get to start off Monday Night Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to start off Monday Night Raw, we got Becky Lynch coming out. This is when we did not know she was drafted to Raw. We knew she was going to because Raw needs a women's championship. They didn't switch titles yet. The Raw and SmackDown. They didn't switch titles. They're still champions. They still have Raw talk and they switched titles. Like they did last year. But Becky Lynch declared herself the #1 draft pick for Raw, but it wasn't official. It wasn't official until Adam Pearce said it was official. So it wasn't official when she said it. And then she says she beat Charlotte Flair, blah, blah, blah. The person that got drafted and take her place as champion on SmackDown. She said she beat her. Charlotte Flair came out doing her smug thing and all. She's saying she's the greatest. Blah, blah, blah. More blah, blah, blahs. And then Bianca Belair came out and she says she deserves the title. And Charlotte Flair both of them interrupted her match against Sasha Banks on Friday nights when Charlotte Flair used her bare feet and did a big boot onto everybody else. But ladies and gentlemen, Becky Lynch had a great idea. First time ever, we will see Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair. But Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville made that match happen, made it official for our main event on Monday Night Raw. Then we had, ladies and gentlemen, to start off Monday Night Raw, Adam Pearce says we're going to start off with the United States Championship match. The new SmackDown superstar, Jeff Hardy, versus Damian Priest for the United States Championship. Damian Priest is not leaving. He's still in Raw. I don't know if you guys got all that, but I don't know how I said it too fast. If you guys understand, well, there's other people on Facebook and other people on Instagram telling you who it is. If I'm talking too fast, you guys, can you guys tell me in the comments, please? But I thought it was a pretty decent match. For these two men. But the winner of that match, we thought Jeff Hardy won the match because he did a Swanton Bomb. But Mr. Damian Priest reversed that Swanton Bomb into a roll-up, and 1, 2, 3, Damian Priest wins. But Jeff Hardy was interviewed, and he says SmackDown needs to see the new Jeff Hardy. A Jeff Hardy ego. If you guys don't remember on Impact Wrestling, he had an ego just like Finn Balor does, but he's not a demon. His name was Willow. Are we going to see Willow on SmackDown when this whole draft is official on October 22nd? We don't know. Until Austin Theory came out, and he says he two dreams of his getting drafted to Raw and being in the same ring as Jeff Hardy. He says he's a big fan. He won a selfie. He got a selfie, and then he attacked Jeff Hardy, and he took a selfie when Jeff Hardy was knocked down on the ground. How could you, Austin Theory? How you make an impact? I guess so. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Shayna's not last time to be on Raw, but because of everything will be official on October 22nd, but she got drafted to SmackDown. But, ladies and gentlemen, she could still make a run shot on Raw still until a couple weeks. And that's what she did with Dana Brooke. Ladies and gentlemen, Dana Brooke accepted this match against Shayna. You saw what she did to Eva Marie and what she did to Nia Jax. I'm surprised Nia Jax could still get drafted. Bailey not drafted yet. She's injured. Eva Marie too. Does anyone want her? I don't know. Is she good for NXT 2.0? I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, Shayna versus Dana Brooke. The winner of that match was Shayna Baszler with a chokeout. But she was about to do the same thing that she did to Eva and Nia Jax. Put her arm on the steel steps and tried to stomp on her arm until Doudrop came out and had to stare down. But she was about to help Dana Brooke up until Shayna hit Doudrop in the back. No effect. She didn't get hurt. She no-sold. We have Angel Garza, the new superstars going to SmackDown that never been on SmackDown yet. Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. They will be versing other new superstars on SmackDown, Ali and Mansoor. So this feels like a SmackDown match. But I like this teams. I'm happy SmackDown has one of them and Raw has one of them. I'm happy. No, wait, never mind. They're both on SmackDown. Never mind. They're both on SmackDown. I totally forgot. So they're all on SmackDown. But ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was a pretty decent match. But the winner of that match, no big stunts happened. But the winner of that match was Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had a long segment between Drew McIntyre and Big E. This is how we got this match between them at Crown Jewel. But, ladies and gentlemen, they got interrupted by Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. And Dolph Ziggler demanded a thank you. Because he's the one that got Big E called up in the main roster. While Big E was in NXT 2013. I believe it was 2013. And when Drew McIntyre got called up from NXT 2018 and he made his return to WWE, he was teaming up with Dolph Ziggler. He wanted a thank you, but they said no. And ladies and gentlemen, it turned into a tag team match. Drew McIntyre, the Big D, versus teaming up with Big E to versus Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode, and the winner of that match was Drew McIntyre and Big E. Drew McIntyre's on SmackDown, Big E's on Raw. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode is still free agents. I think they might get drafted on Raw Talk. I'm hoping they do. I'm hoping. I'm hoping the rest of the people that didn't get drafted, the rest of them get drafted on Raw Talk. I don't think there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of NXT guys and a lot of surprising ones. Like Ridge Holland, Isaiah Lee, Hero. I got a question here. Does Isaiah Scott had to get rid of the NXT North American title? Because it does have an NXT name. And he's on SmackDown. Is he allowed defending that title on SmackDown? Or can he defend it on both shows? That'd be cool. On NXT and SmackDown, I meant. Not Raw, because that's an NXT title and he's on SmackDown. So, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end, Drew McIntyre tagged himself in because he wants to show Big E that he deserves the title shot, and he did a Claymore onto Dolph Ziggler. 1, 2, 3, they got the win. And Big E said out loud that he accepts the challenge at Crown Jewel. And then we got Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley that will be on Raw versus 2 free agents from SmackDown. Right now, they're still on SmackDown. Why do I keep touching things? Nikki and Rhea Ripley defends their tag team titles against Natalya and Tamina in a rematch. And the winner of that match was Ripley and Nikki retaining their titles. And then we got New Day. New Day versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin, another 2 people that's free agents. Part of the Hurt Business. I'm hoping they don't. I want to see Cedric on SmackDown. I really do. But I don't want them to I don't want to break them up. I don't want them to break the Hurt Business up. I really don't. I'm happy for Ricochet. I want to see what he could do on SmackDown. I really want to see what he could do on SmackDown. Even the Viking Raiders. They're on SmackDown. Ricochet's on SmackDown. I want to see what they could do on SmackDown, because we've seen what they do on Raw, but there's a lot of top big guys that doesn't want to lose to Ricochet or lose to or let Viking Raiders beat them. But I think there's a lot of great talent on SmackDown and a lot of tag teams that could versus the Viking Raiders. And what else I'm hoping is that they got a lot more women now from NXT. They got a lot more women for both Raw and SmackDown could make women tag teams. I'm hoping they actually use these women to become tag teams, to get tag team title shots and make these titles watchable. Because we're only seeing Natalya and Tamina, Ripley and Nikki, even Chauncey and Tegan, but that's only 2 teams. I mean, 3 teams. Never mind. 3 teams. And that's it. They're breaking up all the teams, but this year they didn't break up all the teams. Some teams came together. They only broke up like 1 or 2. They broke up one in NXT. That's Pete Dunne and Rich Holland. I think they both could do good in singles. I think they could. I don't think they're really, were they really a tag team? Were they trying to go for the tag team gold? I don't know. But if they were, that's one tag team they broke up. And then they broke up T-Bar and Maze. I think these guys actually could do something better as a singles competitor. I don't know about Maze, but I think Dominic Dijakovic, not T-Bar, Dominic, be a great accent to Raw. He was amazing on NXT. Bring that guy back. Bring Dominic Dijakovic back. I know I'm getting his name wrong, but bring him back. Don't do this T-Bar thing anymore. Bring that guy back. Bring the guy that had great matches against Keith Lee on NXT. That's it. That's what I want to see. And I want to see what this Gable Stevenson guy, I know I didn't say his last name right, but I want to see what this guy could do. Because he was a free agent. He wasn't on any brands until now. He got drafted. He was at home. And I guess he's watching it, or he got a phone call that he got drafted when him and his family were happy that he got drafted. He was signed months ago. But I don't know who this guy is. I've never seen him wrestle. I want to see how good he is. So I'm hoping, before everything gets official, I want to see what this guy could do. I don't care if it's on SmackDown. I don't care if it's on Raw. Let's see what this guy do before everything is official of the draft. I want to see that. I want to see what this guy could do. But we got our main event, ladies and gentlemen. We got Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair, and ladies and gentlemen, the sad news, Bianca Belair won by disqualification. Because Big Time Bex was on commentary, but when Bianca Belair was about to win, Bianca Belair was pinning, and then Becky just pulled her leg and slam her into the stairs, tried to do the manhandle slam, and then Sasha Banks came out and started attacking Becky Lynch. And then she attacked Bianca Belair. And she did a backstabber on Becky Lynch, and then that's the end of Raw. But ladies and gentlemen, the question is, will they let the one SmackDown woman win the SmackDown Women's Championship? Because both Becky and Bianca Belair is on Raw. Are they actually going to keep their titles? The SmackDown title stay on SmackDown like they did with the tag team titles, they switch it? Or will they let Becky Lynch defend that title on Raw and keep it until the next draft? Because they didn't do that with the WWE title and the Universal title. I know there was 2 different names. And they don't do it with the Intercontinental or the United States title. They would just... If one of them goes on that show, The United States title will be on the other show. It's just, the champions don't switch the titles. It's just, they don't do that. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I got the burps. If you guys enjoyed this, hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys. I will see you guys on Wednesday for NXT's 2.0, because Tuesday I got my day off because I'm doing a video tonight. That's all for me today. Tyler's out. Bye!